You have the phone, the goals, maybe even the success. Yet late at night, when everything goes quiet, something still feels wrong. You're not alone. That feeling of emptiness is everywhere. We scroll, chase goals, and distract ourselves, but deep down, something's missing. The Stoics saw this coming 2,000 years ago. They warned us that pleasure isn't peace, and comfort isn't purpose. In this video, we explore why modern life leaves you feeling hollow, and how ancient Stoic wisdom can help you reclaim your mind. No fluff, no toxic positivity, just raw, honest truth. If you've ever felt lost, numb, or disconnected despite having it all, this is for you. It's time to stop running and start understanding. The answers aren't out there. They're within you. Marcus Aurelius knew it. Seneca lived it. Now it's your turn. We live in a time of abundance. Everything is faster, easier, and more connected than ever. You can access millions of videos, buy anything in seconds, talk to anyone instantly. And yet, why do so many people feel more anxious, lonely, and unfulfilled than ever before? Because modern life is solving all the wrong problems. We were never meant to live like this. Constantly distracted, overstimulated, and bombarded with comparison. The endless noise drowns out the only voice that matters, your own inner clarity. This is where the Stoics come in. 2,000 years ago, long before smartphones and hustle culture, men like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca faced the same questions we do today. What does it mean to live well? How do you stay calm in chaos? And why does success often feel empty? The Stoics didn't just theorize. They lived in brutal, unpredictable times, and still found a way to cultivate peace, purpose, and power. Their wisdom cuts through modern nonsense like a blade through fog. In this video, we bring their ancient mindset into today's world, to help you understand not just why you feel lost, but how to find your way back. Bomb the problem. Modern life is a lie. Let's be honest. You've been sold a dream since the moment you could think. Get good grades. Get a good job. Buy the right things. Post the right pictures. Work harder than everyone else. Hustle every day. And eventually, you'll be happy. But here's the truth. You've followed the script, and you still feel miserable. Modern life has turned you into a consumer of distractions, not a creator of meaning. Your mind is constantly chasing. Dopamine hits from notifications, fake approval from social media, another task on a never-ending to-do list. You're overwhelmed, overstimulated, and underfulfilled. The problem isn't you. It's the system you were dropped into. Imagine this. You scroll for hours to relax, but feel more anxious afterward. You achieve a goal, but the high fades in minutes, replaced by the pressure to do more. You're surrounded by people, yet feel painfully alone. You've mistaken activity for progress, and comfort for purpose. And society encourages it. Influencers tell you to grind harder. Apps are engineered to hijack your attention. Marketing convinces you that happiness is just one more product away. The result? A generation of people who look successful on the outside, but feel lost on the inside. And here's the part no one wants to say out loud. Most of the pain you feel isn't from failure. It's from success that didn't deliver what you were promised. The Stoics saw this coming. They warned us that external things can never satisfy internal hunger. They believed that chasing pleasure, status, or validation from others would lead to dependency, disappointment, and ultimately, despair. Seneca once wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." That craving? That silent itch that tells you something is still missing no matter how much you do or achieve. That's what today's video is about. We live in an age of infinite options and zero direction. We've mastered convenience and forgotten meaning. We know how to make money, but not how to be at peace with ourselves. This is why you still feel empty. Not because something's wrong with you, but because everything around you is designed to pull you away from what's right. But it doesn't have to stay this way. Because the Stoics didn't just diagnose the problem, they offered a cure. And it starts with a mindset shift so powerful, it can change the way you see everything. In the next part of this video, we dive deep into how the Stoics reclaim their minds in a world just as chaotic as ours, and how you can do the same, starting today. The truth, what the Stoics knew about the void inside. So let's go deeper. The emptiness you feel isn't a glitch, it's a signal. It's your mind telling you that something's off, that you've been chasing shadows and mistaking them for meaning. But instead of listening to that signal, modern culture tells you to mute it, scroll more, work harder, numb out, escape. But the Stoics? They did the opposite. They faced it head-on. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, ruler of the most powerful civilization on earth. He had everything: wealth, power, legacy. But when you read Meditations, you don't find a man celebrating success. You find a man wrestling with fear, loss, pressure, and death. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Marcus Aurelius. He knew the truth. External success means nothing if you haven't mastered your inner world. And that's the secret. That's the answer we've forgotten in this age of noise. Backhand index pointing right. The void inside you doesn't need more achievement. It needs more alignment. Backhand index pointing right. You're not empty because you lack pleasure. You're empty because you lack purpose. Let's break it down. The Stoics believed that we suffer not because of what happens to us, but because of how we interpret it. They called this the dichotomy of control. There are things you can control, your thoughts, actions, mindset, and things you cannot, other people, outcomes, the past. Most people spend 90% of their energy chasing what they can't control. Popularity, status, likes, approval, even emotions. But Stoicism teaches you to redirect that energy inward, to your character, your choices, your values. Here's what the Stoics knew about the void. It's not a sign you're broken. It's a sign you're disconnected from your true self. It's not something to escape. It's something to understand, and eventually master. They practiced reflection, not avoidance. Stillness, not stimulation. Purposeful action, not constant motion. Seneca wrote, "If you live in harmony with nature, you will never be poor. If you live according to what others think, you will never be rich." That's the core truth. Your emptiness comes from living by someone else's definition of a good life. You weren't meant to be a product of the algorithm. You weren't designed to chase likes over meaning, noise over stillness, or success over virtue. This video is your wake-up call. It's not about quitting everything and becoming a monk. It's about remembering who you are when the noise fades. It's about building true inner strength, the kind that doesn't rely on validation, trends, or outcomes. Because the moment you stop outsourcing your peace is the moment you start feeling whole again. And in the next part of the video, we'll show you exactly how to get there, with real, practical Stoic tools that can help you rebuild your inner world, one decision at a time. The cure: rewire yourself with Stoic tools. So you've felt the emptiness. You've seen through the lies. Now what? You don't fix this by running faster or working harder. You fix it by retraining the mind, not to avoid pain, but to become indifferent to it. Not to seek constant pleasure, but to find strength in simplicity. This is where Stoicism becomes more than just philosophy. It becomes a practice, a way of life. And the tools are shockingly simple, but brutally effective. Let's walk through 4 Stoic practices that can help you fill that inner void, not with distractions, but with meaning. 1. Negative visualization. Imagine losing it all. Sounds dark? It's supposed to be. The Stoics called it premeditatio malorum, the practice of visualizing the loss of what you love. Your job, your health, your freedom, even your life. Not to become depressed, but to become deeply grateful. We often feel empty because we're numb to what we already have. When you wake up and imagine life without your legs, your eyesight, your family, suddenly, your ordinary day becomes extraordinary. Try it. For 5 minutes each morning, imagine that this is your last day with everything you take for granted. You'll stop craving more and start appreciating the now. 2. Voluntary discomfort. Train the soul, not the body. Seneca used to sleep on the floor once a month. Why? To remind himself that he could survive with less. In a world that fears any discomfort, cold showers, silence, boredom, the Stoic embraces it. Not to suffer, but to become unbreakable. Go 1 day without your phone. Eat a plain meal. Walk instead of drive. The more you do this, the more you realize you don't need as much as you think. And freedom begins where fear of discomfort ends. 3. Journaling. Quiet the chaos. Marcus Aurelius wrote meditations for himself, not the world. Each night he reflected, what did I do well? Where did I slip? What can I improve tomorrow? This isn't about writing beautifully. It's about knowing yourself. Journaling lets you slow down your racing thoughts and confront what's really going on in your head. Most people are strangers to themselves. Stoics become their own best friends through written clarity. 4. Stillness. The power of doing nothing. We glorify busyness, but the Stoics praise stillness. Why? Because in silence, truth emerges. Take 10 minutes a day to sit in silence. No music, no scrolling, just breathing and awareness. You'll hear things you've ignored, your guilt, your fear, your forgotten dreams. Don't run from it. Sit with it. That's how the transformation begins. These tools aren't glamorous. They won't go viral on TikTok, but they will build something far more powerful than external success. Inner sovereignty. You will stop reacting. You will stop comparing. You will start choosing your life, moment by moment, with courage, clarity, and calm. In the next section of the video, we'll give you a challenge, one that can reshape your entire mindset in just 7 days. Ready to become unshakable? The challenge, a 7-day Stoic Reset. Here's the truth. All the knowledge in the world means nothing without action. You've seen through the illusion. You've felt the void. You've learned the Stoic tools. But now it's time to live them. To stop thinking about change and start becoming the kind of person who doesn't just survive the chaos, but rises above it. That's where the 7-day Stoic Reset begins. No, it's not a productivity hack. It's not about waking up at 4 a.m. or checking off habits on an app. It's about reclaiming your inner world, 1 day at a time. Fire Day 1. The Truth Audit. Write down everything you've been chasing: money, love, status, likes. Ask yourself one question. Has it truly made me feel whole? Don't lie. Don't hide. This is your foundation. Ice Cube Day 2. Voluntary discomfort. Take one comfort away. Cold shower. Skip a meal. No social media. Why? To remember that you're stronger than your cravings. Discomfort sharpens clarity. Memo Day 3. Stoic journaling. Write about what triggered you today. What was in your control? What wasn't? Stoicism begins when reaction turns into reflection. Thought Balloon Day 4. Negative visualization. Spend 10 minutes imagining the loss of something precious. Not to suffer, but to feel the fire of gratitude and the urgency of life. You'll never look at an ordinary day the same again. Person in Lotus Position Day 5. Embrace stillness. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just sit. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Let your thoughts come. Let them go. Learn to observe without judgment. This is the gym for your mind. Direct hit day 6. Inner scorecard. Write down 3 values you want to live by. Not borrowed from society, but chosen by you. Ask, did I live these values today? If not, why? This is how you become the architect of your identity. Crossed Swords Day 7. The Reflection Ritual. Look back at your week. What did you learn? What felt hard? What felt real? Write one commitment to yourself. Not a goal. A standard. This 7-day journey isn't magic. It won't fix everything overnight. But it will start something far more important. Momentum. You'll feel a shift. Not louder, but quieter. Not more productive, but more present. Not more liked, but more yourself. And once you taste that kind of clarity, you'll never want to go back to the noise. If you're ready, drop a cross swords in the comments and tell us, which Stoic day are you starting with? Because this isn't just a video, it's a beginning. And as Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Pushpin 7 Day Stoic Reset Challenge Crossed Swords. Feeling lost? Start here. Each day, one small shift. Ancient wisdom, modern clarity. Day 1. The truth audit. Write what you've been chasing. Ask, is it making me whole? Day 2. Voluntary discomfort. Remove one comfort. Reclaim your strength. Day 3. Stoic journaling. Reflect. What triggered me? Was it in my control? Day 4. Negative visualization. Imagine losing something you love. Feel deeper gratitude. Day 5. Embrace stillness. 10 minutes. No phone. No distractions. Just breathe. Day 6. Inner scorecard. Define 3 values. Did you live them today? Day 7. The reflection ritual. Look back. What changed? What truth did you uncover? Backhand index pointing right, comment which day you're starting with and drop a cross swords if you're in. Let's build unshakable minds together. So now you know the truth. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not lost. You're just living in a world that profits from your distraction. A world that sells you pleasure and hides the path to peace. But the Stoics left us a map. And if you follow it, if you choose discipline over desire, purpose over pleasure, stillness over scrolling, you don't just escape the emptiness, you become unshakable. Now it's your turn. Crossed Swords, start your 7-day Stoic Reset. Pick one day, commit, and share your journey in the comments below. I read every single one. If this video sparked something in you, a thought, a shift, a new perspective, hit that like button so more people can find it. And if you're ready to go deeper into Stoicism, self-mastery, and building true inner power, subscribe. We're just getting started. No fluff, no hype, just truth. See you in the next one. Stay strong. Stay stoic.